Hey guys, welcome back. Another day working on Stitch we got going on here. Today I'll be pulling out his AOD transmission. As y'all know, it's a budget build, so I'm going to be pulling out the AOD and I'm going to be installing my first shift kit. So that's going to be interesting. All of you are going to have to forgive me. I'm going to have to go through the instructions with it. I'll have y'all along with me so you can see my triumphs and my failures. Right now, I'm just going to be pulling the transmission out, drive shaft, exhaust, draining the tranny fluid, all that jazz. Right now, as you can see, I've got Stitch up in the air. So I'm pretty sure he's not a very happy boy with me right now, but I mean, it's going to pay off in the long run. So I'm doing a lot of this stuff myself. Just can't afford to take it to the machine shop and have it done. And personally, I feel like there's a bigger bond with him and I with me doing this. So hopefully it works. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on Stitch and see what it takes to get this all done. Alright y'all, so to get this transmission out, the first thing I gotta do is drain the transmission fluid here in Stitch. I have 10 millimeter bolts here that I need to take off. I need to take off all but one on one side and let it drain, and then swap the nut from one side to the other side to let it drain on the other side. I was looking at some stuff down here and I realized, like, my suspicions were true, that Stitch actually has a little bit of a transmission leak. I think the gasket went bad, or I'm not exactly sure yet. I'm gonna look at that. But I have a new transmission pan that I got for him along with the shift kit, and so I'm gonna get this off and I'm gonna check to see if there's any debris or anything or if the transmission fluid smells burnt. So I'll check back in here in just a sec. Okay, so I got all the bolts off except for the one. Now I'm gonna see what this transmission fluid looks like. So it smells good. Woo-hoo-hoo, look at that, just made a mess. Well, I'm going to have fun cleaning this up before I take this guy out, that's for sure. So, alright, let's see what else I got in store. Alright, so we've got the transmission pan off. I'm letting that thing drain. Made a heck of a mess. Looking at everything. So, got everything out. I don't see really anything to worry about. So, none about that. It doesn't really seem to be burned. So, it's pretty clean. Usual stuff. I mean, seems to be fine. The gasket's kind of flimsy, falling apart a little bit. So still kind of wondering where the hell that leak's coming from. But like I said, I have a deep transmission pan that I'm putting in it. Yeah, right here especially, gasket's just coming. It was already in pieces, so that might be a good source of the leak, because when I was pulling this pan, this bolt was actually loose. So that has me a little concerned there, but that might have been the leak. But we'll keep after it, and I'm going to put this pan back on for now and let this transmission drain a little bit more first, and I'll start the process of getting her out. Alright, so I have the pan put back on the transmission. So the next step to get this dang AOD out is to remove these 4 bolts at the end of your drive shaft, and I believe they are 12 millimeter 12-point bolts. So after I get this out, I'll hammer it out if it's stuck or anything. And I just have a pan over here and all that to make sure, like, all the fluid that comes out of here goes into the pan. See, as you can tell, I put the pan back on the transmission. So yeah, there's the next step. So hey guys, this is Ricky, just giving you an update on what's going on with Stitch right now. I'm having some major issues with those 12-point bolts on the drive shaft. Someone super tightened them, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and let them soak with some WD-40. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and take the X-pipe and the exhaust, the Mac mufflers off my car while it soaks, and then I'll go ahead and take the drive shaft off. So right now I'm getting started on these O2 sensors, and then, like I said, I'm going to show this all the exhaust. This is the X-pipe and the Mac exhaust that I put on for Stitch before I took him down. So, but yeah, I'm getting a little bit closer. It's just that stupid drive shaft's giving me a hard time. Go figure. So I'll give you guys a heads up here in a little bit, see how everything's going. Thanks. Hey guys, working on Stitch, getting the transmission ready to come out. I'm starting to rethink my plan. I'm honestly thinking about going ahead and pulling the transmission and the motor, just so I can pull them both out, get a better look at everything, clean the motor, get it built up, ready to go, get the transmission shift kit put in it, do the works basically, and kind of, I think it might make it a little bit easier for me. As you can see, I've got the drive shaft out finally, and now I'm working on taking out my exhaust. So I'm gonna get that done, get all the connections taken care of for the transmission mount, all that stuff, and start working on getting the motor out too. Hey guys, just checking in. Just thought I'd let you know that since I went ahead and I'm going to follow through with going ahead and taking out the motor and transmission out of Stitch, I'm going to go ahead and start pulling the headers on my 302 here, so I can go ahead and have easier access to that starter down there. And by doing that, getting the motor and transmission all that much closer to getting pulled. Hey guys, another day of working on Stitch. I'm still trying to get this motor and this transmission pulled. Like I said, I'm learning. I'm doing what I can. Pretty much have everything ready in the motor. I'm taking care of the shifter right now, getting everything disconnected and pulled out. I have a few more things that I have to disconnect underneath, and then hopefully today I will get this motor and transmission pulled, and I will be able to get started on the real fun stuff. Hey guys, another night working on Stitch here. I think I'm pretty close to getting the motor pulled. I've got everything pretty much handled underneath. I took out all the lines for the transmission. I got the transmission mount, cross member, all that stuff, taken out. Got all that, all the lines. I got the transmission lines taken out. I think everything's pretty much ready to get him pulled. So, good. Wish me luck. Hopefully I get this done tonight. Good morning guys. Thought I'd give you another update on Stitch and I. Last night when I finally got the motor pulled from Stitch, I accidentally blew the breaker in my shop, so I didn't get a video or anything last night, but I thought I'd give you a little show. Motor and transmission. I already took the bell housing bolts out, all that. I forgot to do all that. to get it all, you know, to get the transmission separated, but I just thought I'd give you a little update before we start doing the fun stuff. Hey guys, another day working on Stitch. I got the motor pulled and I just got the engine put on the stand. So yeah, I've got this going. Now I get to start tearing the block completely down until I'm down to the short block. Get him all cleaned up, get him painted, and get him ready. Also, in the meantime, I'm going to start working on my AOD. So I'm going to start getting that cleaned up too and getting it ready to put the shift kit in. So yay me! So hopefully we get some more progress done and get this guy ready for Rocky Mountain Race Week.